I didn't choose to give her everything. She sent me a hostage letter saying, if you don't give me everything, I'm going to have it sold by the time you get out of here anyway.
You come out, and most of the time you would think with your situation with your wife, which we're going to go into, you talked about it the first time we interviewed you. You gave her almost everything.
Yeah.
To get out of it. Can you talk about that whole, because divorce is actually a pretty common subject that we have. Rollo recently had James Sexton on, who's a divorce attorney. He's going to be coming on my show soon. But I want to go over this. You're in jail, and you have I don't know what your net worth is at this point. You're in communication with your wife. She leaves you while you're in jail, which happens, right? It's not your fault. And then afterwards, you, in order to get out of this arrangement, you give her everything. Now, what is the mindset there? Why is this going on?
Well, so it's not an arrangement. What happened was you're pretty close. So before I go to jail, as a man, as a leader, as a person that had been with this woman for 2 or 3 years, like, hey, I can marry her. She can control my estate. And I'm a trusting person.
So you married her because you knew you were going to jail.
I rushed the marriage because of that, right? And I'm only going to be gone a year. So just hold the fort down, trained her how to do my job and everything, right? So then I'm in there for, just think of going to prison and everybody's like, what's up with you? It's like, man, I only got a year. That's a short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a beautiful wife on the outside and I've got a good job, man. I just got to make it through here. Please leave me alone. Right. So imagine having that attitude going through prison, talk to a couple dudes and they're like, oh, wow, you got a nice family and you got a good job. Like, how'd you wind up in here? Oh, that's unfortunate. To 3 or 4 months later, be like, man, I got a letter. She's banging the landscaper and leaving me. And so I didn't choose to give her everything. She sent me a hostage letter saying, if you don't give me everything, I'm going to have it sold by the time you get out of here anyway.
Because you had given her power of attorney.
Yep.
Which in retrospect, a divorce attorney now would tell you probably wasn't a good idea.
Right.
I just want so other people can hear.
I thought she was a trustworthy person.
Yeah.
Like people, when people get money and power, they change. Money and alcohol are really similar. Now all of a sudden, see, when we were together, I was the person making the money, so I was in charge, so she had to toe the line.
Mm-hmm.
Then when she got the power and she wasn't in control of the money no more, it's like she didn't have to be loyal to me. She didn't have to owe me any favors for all the things that I've done for her.
Sure.
She didn't have to. She felt zero obligation. She's like, that's my money now. Look at the beast I can become. And that's what happens to a lot of people, not just women, but people in general. I've watched a lot of dudes that I've helped coach and make money over the years when I just coached in the money making business, and they make a lot of money. And now they're going to the strip club doing blow when they got 2 or 3 kids at home and a wife. It's like, she about to take 50% of it, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
You think that mortgage payment's expensive? Wait till you hitting a $12,000 a month child support. You don't get to see your kids or get none of that pussy anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what that people don't understand is, that money increases who they really are. You got to be able to control that and become better. So, but it also, if you're a good person, money increases that as well. So, I just give up everything and I get out. And like I said, I go to the halfway house, and this time it's 2008. I got nowhere to go, no money. And I just knew that was rock bottom and that I couldn't get any lower. I couldn't get any lower than a 2-time divorced loser with nothing but a few bucks to his name, not even a place to go, no family to take, like nothing. Like, it can't get worse than this.
Yeah.
It can't, which means one bit of good news. I can only get better.
Yeah.
I can only get better. And so that's what happened. I went on this journey to get better and to never have to deal with any of that ever again. And again, the best part of that is now that's the highest form of accountability you can have.
Yeah.
And I got to stay in shape, knowing any moment they could take me off the streets for no damn reason. They've already done it once. Why wouldn't they again? So it caused me to stay in shape, caused me to keep my money up because I might need it to fight a battle at any time because you never know what the hell's going to go on.
That's that. Like watching stuff like this, I feel the same way. You just have to be ready.
They just arrested another Republican today. I just know that they're like 3-0. Only Republicans are going to jail. And I'm like, clearly all politicians are corrupt. So we're going to have but only one side's getting arrested. That's weird. That's weird.